Morning everybody, welcome to Talk Tuesday today. I am going to be talking today about taking a step back, and as I always say, I'm talking about it because it's something that's just popped into my head as the thing that I should be talking about, and as ever that's often because it is something that I need to do. It's been a while since I took a step back and had to think about what it is that I'm doing and how I'm doing it, so that's something that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. And it's something that's really good to do periodically, because we tend to get stuck in what we're doing. You know, we have our heads down, we're sort of striving constantly to move forward, and we get a bit lost in it all. We're just getting on with the day to day, and we don't take that step back to think about whether what we're doing is something that we really want to do anymore. We're doing it probably because it's something that we've always done, and that's fine if it's something that you still love doing, but it's good to take that step back to analyse where you are, which helps to gain perspective on where you are, where you're going, how far you've come, things that are working, things that maybe aren't working anymore, and taking that step back, a step out of what it is that you are doing, just gives you time to think about options for the future. And it's difficult to think about those when you're stuck in the middle of what it is that you're doing. Now, it's particularly helpful for people who, like my clients that I talk to, who are stuck in their careers, agonising over what to do next, but they're so busy getting on with what they're doing that they don't feel that they've got the time to think about what it is to do next. Now, you can create that time without leaving the job, but sometimes it's a good thing to actually get right out of that situation, leave that job, in order to give you the proper headspace that you need to really evaluate where you are and where you're going. Now, you may not want to take that step because it is quite a drastic step. It obviously depends on where you are in your situation, but you can carve out time to gain that perspective without leaving the job necessarily. Just taking a break. Some jobs allow sabbaticals. Those are great for really taking some time out and having a think about what it is that you want to do in life generally. If that's not something that's feasible for you, just taking a week's holiday is great. Not necessarily a holiday where you're going away and doing lots of activities, although that's fine. You know, it depends what you want to do, but sometimes if you just maybe book yourself a week or a couple of weeks off, if you can afford that time, to really gain some thinking time, spend some time with yourself, that's what's key, kind of away from distractions, because it's really good just to have that thinking space. And there are different ways to do it. You know, you could sit down with a journal and actively think about it. That's quite good, I find, for analysing where you are, what you've done, how far you've come, the things I was talking about earlier, what's working and what's not working. But it's not necessarily the best way to think about what you want to do next. I find that the best way to do that is to just go off and do something completely different. So it might be going for a long walk, going for a swim, I don't know, going on a boat trip, whatever it is that gets you out of the day-to-day, gets you also some time on your own, away from other people, because then you have that thought space to have ideas pop into your head. What I mean by doing that is to sort of go away and just concentrate on what it is that you're doing, be it a walk, be it a swim, whatever it is, and don't actively try and think about what it is you might want to do next. So yeah, as I say, go through the journaling process to see where you are, but then if you're stuck in that cycle of trying to think what to do, that just causes more stress. Whereas if you go away and do something different, you'll find that that's what gives your brain the space for ideas to pop in, and that can really, really help. So taking a step back is a great thing to do. It helps in all situations in life. You know, it can help with relationships, whether they're romantic or otherwise, just to, again, take a step back and think about what's working, what isn't, what you maybe like to change. It helps with your emotional life as well. It's something that mindfulness teaches, which is to, rather than impulsively react to something which you might be doing on autopilot the same way that you always have, take a step back internally and notice how you're about to react, and then think, well, actually, do I want to react that way to this situation? You then have time to choose the way that you want to react. And that's really what taking a step back is all about. Gives you time to think and time to choose. So if we come back to what I'm mostly talking about, which is in your career situation, when you're stuck with, stuck with a day-to-day, you get up in the morning, you're on a time schedule, you dash off to work, you get through your work day, you come home, you flop in the evening and do whatever it is that you want to do in the evening. You don't really have the time or the energy to think properly and fully about what it is that you want to do. But that's when those niggly thoughts start coming in, like when you're trying to get to sleep, or you maybe wake up in the middle of the night and you're thinking, what is it that I want to do? Which is why taking that step back and giving yourself that space can really, really help. I know people who've done it. I know people who were coming up to early retirement who weren't really sure what they wanted to do next, but they agreed when I was talking to them that really the best thing to do for them was just to wait until they got to that point, and then they had time to think about what it was they wanted to do once they'd kind of unwound from the job. But if you're still in that job, another time to do it is, as I've said, maybe on a break, a sabbatical. Even a long weekend sometimes can do it, if you can just get yourself away from all the daily distractions and have a think about what it really is that you want to do. People tend to have epiphanies on holidays because that gets them out of the daily grind. But as always, I'm very happy to help. If you would like to talk about how you can get some mental clarity, it's one of the modules actually in my Find Your New Dawn 12-week programme. I really help people to gain some clarity about what they want to do and make some decisions about where they want to go next, because it is all about finding their new dawn. So if you'd like some help with that, or you want to know a bit more about it and whether I could help you, then head over to my booking page and book yourself a free 30-minute discovery call, and I can talk then with you about how I might be able to help you. So thank you as always for watching. I am actually going to be taking a break next Tuesday because I'm away for a few days, so I won't be back here until a fortnight from today, and I've forgotten to bring my diary up with me, so I can't tell you what date that is, but it is probably something like the 10th of July. The 1st is Saturday, isn't it? 2nd, 3rd. It might be the 10th or the 11th of July. It's somewhere around then, but anyway, it's 2 weeks today, and as always, I will post in the Facebook group Flourishing Female Professionals to let you know when I'm going to be talking again and what topic I'll be talking about. So as I say, thank you for watching. Have a great couple of weeks, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.